Top 25 IT Support Officer Interview Questions and Answers. In today's competitive job market, preparing for an IT support officer interview is essential for success. This video presents the top 25 interview questions and answers to help candidates showcase their skills and knowledge effectively. We will explore common inquiries related to technical expertise, problem-solving abilities, and customer service skills. By understanding these key questions, aspiring IT support professionals can feel more confident and ready for their upcoming interviews. 1. Can you describe your experience working as an IT support officer? In my role as an IT support officer, I have gained extensive experience in troubleshooting various hardware and software issues. I have worked with diverse operating systems, ensuring efficient support for users across multiple platforms. My responsibilities included managing technical support requests, prioritizing them based on urgency and impact. I have developed strong communication skills, enabling me to assist frustrated users effectively. Additionally, I have experience in maintaining data security protocols and providing training to users on best practices. This blend of technical knowledge and interpersonal skills has equipped me to handle the demands of the role successfully. 2. How do you prioritize multiple technical support requests? When prioritizing multiple technical support requests, I assess each issue based on urgency and impact. Critical problems affecting business operations or multiple users receive immediate attention. I categorize requests into high, medium, and low priorities, ensuring that I address time-sensitive issues first. Communication is key. I keep users informed about their request status and expected resolution time. Utilizing ticketing systems helps track requests efficiently, allowing me to manage my workload effectively while providing timely support to all users. 3. What steps do you take to troubleshoot hardware issues? When troubleshooting hardware issues, I first gather information from the user about the problem they are experiencing. Next, I perform a visual inspection of the hardware for any obvious signs of damage or loose connections. I then check the power supply and ensure that all cables are securely connected. If the problem persists, I run diagnostic tests to identify specific hardware failures. After identifying the issue, I either replace the faulty component or guide the user through any necessary repairs. Throughout the process, I maintain clear communication with the user to keep them informed. 4. How do you handle a situation where a user's computer won't start? In this situation, I first assess the user's description of the problem and any error messages displayed. I would check the power supply, ensuring the computer is plugged in and monitoring for any signs of power, such as lights or sounds. If there are no indications of power, I would guide the user through checking the power outlet and trying a different cable if necessary. If the computer shows signs of starting but fails to boot, I would recommend booting into safe mode or using recovery options. Communication is key, so I keep the user informed throughout the troubleshooting process. 5. What's your approach to diagnosing network connectivity problems? When diagnosing network connectivity problems, I start by gathering information from the user to understand the symptoms and any recent changes. I check physical connections first, ensuring cables and devices are properly connected. Next, I use tools like ping and traceroute to test connectivity and identify where the failure occurs. I review network configurations, such as IP addresses and subnet masks, to rule out misconfigurations. If needed, I analyze logs from routers, switches, and firewalls for errors. Communication with the user throughout the process helps keep them informed and reassured. 6. How do you ensure data security while providing its support? Ensuring data security while providing IT support involves implementing a combination of best practices and protocols. First, I adhere strictly to the principle of least privilege, granting users only the access they need. Regular training on security awareness for users helps them recognize phishing attempts and other threats. I also utilize encryption for sensitive data and ensure that all software is up to date with the latest security patches. Regular backups are essential, as they provide a recovery option in case of data loss. Finally, monitoring network activity allows for the early detection of any suspicious behavior. 7. What operating systems are you most comfortable working with? I am most comfortable working with Windows, macOS, and various distributions of Linux. In a professional setting, I have extensive experience troubleshooting and supporting Windows environments, including Windows 10 and Windows Server editions. My familiarity with macOS allows me to assist users seamlessly in mixed OS environments. Additionally, I have hands-on experience with Linux, particularly Ubuntu and CentOS, which helps me support servers and development environments. This diverse skill set enables me to adapt quickly, ensuring efficient support across different platforms while minimizing downtime for users. 8. How do you stay updated on the latest IT trends and technologies? Staying updated on the latest IT trends and technologies involves a proactive approach. I regularly follow reputable tech blogs, subscribe to industry newsletters, and participate in online forums. Attending webinars and conferences allows me to gain insights directly from experts. I also engage in continuous learning through online courses to enhance my skills. Networking with peers and joining professional groups on social media platforms keeps me informed about emerging tools and best practices. This commitment helps me remain agile and effective in a fast-evolving IT landscape. 9. Can you explain the difference between a router, a switch, and a hub? A router is a device that connects multiple networks, directing data packets between them, and allowing devices to access the internet. It manages traffic by forwarding data to intended IP addresses. A switch operates within a single network, connecting devices and allowing them to communicate directly by using MAC addresses to forward data. In contrast, a hub is a basic device that connects multiple Ethernet devices, acting as a central point but without any intelligence to direct data, resulting in all connected devices receiving the same data packets. 10. What tools do you use for remote desktop support? Remote desktop support tools I frequently utilize include TeamViewer, AnyDesk, and Microsoft Remote Desktop. TeamViewer is popular for its ease of use and cross-platform compatibility, allowing quick access to users' devices. AnyDesk stands out with its low latency and high-quality performance, making it suitable for graphics-intensive tasks. Microsoft Remote Desktop is ideal for environments where Windows is prevalent, as it integrates seamlessly with Active Directory. These tools not only enhance productivity but also ensure secure connections, enabling efficient troubleshooting and assistance for users regardless of their location. 11. How do you document technical issues and solutions? In my role as an IT support officer, I meticulously document technical issues and solutions to ensure clear communication and knowledge sharing within the team. I use a ticketing system to log details about each incident, including the user's description, troubleshooting steps taken, and the final resolution. This documentation enables tracking recurring issues and identifying patterns, which can lead to proactive measures. Additionally, I summarize complex solutions in a knowledge base for future reference, allowing team members to access information quickly and efficiently, thus improving response times for similar issues. 12. How would you handle a frustrated or angry user? When faced with a frustrated or angry user, I first remain calm and listen actively to their concerns. Acknowledging their feelings is crucial. I reassure them that I am there to help. I ask clarifying questions to understand the issue fully and avoid making assumptions. Once I have all the necessary information, I provide clear, concise solutions or steps to address their problem. If immediate resolution isn't possible, I set realistic expectations for follow-up and ensure they feel supported throughout the process, maintaining open lines of communication until the issue is resolved. 13. What experience do you have with Active Directory? Active Directory, AD, has been a crucial part of my IT support experience. I've utilized it for user account management, including creating, modifying, and deleting accounts as needed. I'm proficient in managing group policies to enforce security settings and streamline user experiences. Additionally, I've handled permission assignments, ensuring users have appropriate access to resources. My experience includes troubleshooting AD-related issues and performing regular audits to maintain security and compliance standards. This expertise allows me to effectively support an organization's network environment. 14. Can you describe your process for installing and configuring software? When installing and configuring software, I start by reviewing the system requirements to ensure compatibility. Next, I obtain the software from a reliable source and check for updates or patches. I then conduct a backup of important files, followed by the installation process, which includes following the installation wizard and entering necessary license keys. After installation, I configure settings according to user preferences and organizational policies. Finally, I perform tests to ensure the software is functioning correctly, document the process, and provide user training if needed. 15. How do you manage user accounts and permissions? Managing user accounts and permissions involves several key steps. First, I utilize an identity management system to create and maintain user accounts based on roles. This ensures that users have the appropriate access levels needed for their job functions. Regular audits are conducted to review permissions and ensure compliance with security policies. When a user leaves the organization, I promptly disable their account to prevent unauthorized access. Additionally, I provide training to users on best practices for password management and data security, fostering a culture of awareness and responsibility within the organization. 16. What is your experience with antivirus and endpoint protection tools? My experience with antivirus and endpoint protection tools includes deploying, configuring, and managing various solutions in enterprise environments. I've worked with widely used products like Symantec, McAfee, and Bitdefender. I ensure that these tools are regularly updated and perform scheduled scans to identify and mitigate threats. Additionally, I educate users on safe browsing habits and recognize phishing attempts. Monitoring the effectiveness of these solutions through logs and reports helps me maintain a secure IT environment while minimizing false positives and ensuring user productivity. 17. How do you handle system updates and patch management? In managing system updates and patch management, I begin by assessing the criticality of each update based on vendor recommendations and the specific needs of the organization. I schedule updates during off-peak hours to minimize disruption. Before applying updates, I conduct testing in a controlled environment to identify any potential issues. After deployment, I monitor systems for any irregularities and ensure all endpoints are compliant with the latest patches. Regular audits help ensure that no updates are missed, maintaining both security and system performance. Communication with users is also essential to inform them of any changes. 18. What are some common causes of slow computer performance, and how do you fix them? Common causes of slow computer performance include insufficient RAM, a fragmented hard drive, malware infections, and too many background applications running simultaneously. To address these issues, I first check the task manager to identify any resource-heavy processes. Upgrading RAM can provide a significant boost in performance. Running disk cleanup and defragmentation can enhance hard drive efficiency. Additionally, I ensure that antivirus software is up to date and scanned for malware. For long-term solutions, educating users about managing startup applications can help maintain optimal performance. 19. How do you back up and restore important files or systems? To back up important files or systems, I utilize a combination of cloud storage solutions and local backup methods. Regular backups are scheduled to ensure the latest data is preserved, employing both incremental and full backup strategies as needed. I also create system images for complete restoration in case of failure. For restoring files, I follow a structured approach by verifying the integrity of backup data before proceeding. This ensures that the restoration process is smooth and reliable, minimizing downtime and data loss for the users I support. 20. What do you do if you cannot immediately solve a user's problem? When faced with a user's problem that cannot be resolved immediately, I first acknowledge their concern and assure them that I will work on finding a solution. I gather as much information as possible about the issue to understand its scope. Next, I inform the user of the steps I will take, including any escalation procedures if necessary. I document the problem and maintain regular communication with the user, providing updates on progress. If needed, I consult with colleagues or refer to technical resources to expedite a resolution while ensuring the user feels supported throughout the process. 21. How do you handle confidentiality when accessing user data? Maintaining confidentiality when accessing user data is crucial in IT support. I always adhere to company policies regarding data privacy and security. I ensure that I only access information relevant to the issue at hand and avoid sharing sensitive data with unauthorized personnel. Additionally, I utilize secure channels for communication and documentation. Training on data protection regulations, such as GDPR or HIPAA, is essential to ensure compliance. Building trust with users by respecting their privacy fosters a positive support experience and reinforces the importance of confidentiality in every case. 22. Can you explain what DNS and DHCP are and their roles in networking? DNS, Domain Name System, translates human-readable domain names into IP addresses, allowing browsers to locate websites. For example, when you enter www.example.com, DNS resolves it to an IP address that the network can understand. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, automatically assigns IP addresses and other network configuration settings to devices on a network. This process simplifies management by ensuring devices can connect without manual configuration. Both DNS and DHCP are vital for efficient network operations, facilitating seamless communication between devices and reducing administrative overhead. 23. How do you manage IT inventory and asset tracking? Managing IT inventory and asset tracking involves implementing a systematic approach to ensure accuracy and efficiency. I utilize asset management software to maintain an up-to-date database of all hardware and software assets. Regular audits are conducted to verify the physical presence and condition of each item. I categorize assets based on their lifecycle stages and establish protocols for acquisition, deployment, maintenance, and disposal. Additionally, I ensure that all staff are trained on proper asset usage and reporting, which aids in minimizing losses and optimizing resource allocation. This proactive management supports effective budgeting and planning for future IT needs. 24. Describe a time when you resolved a critical technical issue under pressure. During a major software rollout, our team faced a significant system outage just before the launch. Users were unable to access crucial applications, creating a tense atmosphere. I quickly assessed the situation, identifying that a database server had gone down. I coordinated with the database team to initiate a backup server while communicating with affected users about the progress. Within an hour, we restored services, allowing the rollout to continue as planned. The experience taught me the importance of clear communication and teamwork, especially under tight deadlines. 25. Why do you want to work as an IT support officer at our organization? I am drawn to the role of IT support officer at your organization because of its commitment to innovation and excellence in technology services. Your emphasis on employee development and collaborative culture aligns with my professional values. I admire how your organization prioritizes customer satisfaction and strives to create efficient solutions for users. Joining your team would allow me to contribute my technical skills while also learning and growing in a dynamic environment. I am excited about the opportunity to support users and enhance their experience with technology. In today's competitive job market, being well prepared for an IT support officer interview is crucial. Understanding the common questions and formulating thoughtful responses can set you apart from other candidates. We've covered the top 25 questions and answers to help you navigate your interview with confidence. Remember, preparation is key to showcasing your skills and experience effectively. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more insightful content that will help you succeed in your IT career.